Yes, there we go. Sorry for the delay there. I think problems are solved now. I think I can hear the game, you can hear me. Welcome to the Just Beyond Through Horizon stream, everybody. Sorry for the technical difficulties and for the little delay there. I thought everything was working, but it turns out it was not working. I love when things are not working properly. That is great. That's my favorite thing that can happen. Regardless, last time we finished Ben Route 4, and today we're starting Kevin Route 2. So, last time we realized that who the old man was, that was kind of just existent and randomly showed up multiple times. Turns out it was Jun Kafai, Reen's mentor character, who has been there for a while. So we haven't seen him before. We knew he existed, but that's a new one. So that's super cool. Now we know who he is. And he is the character of all time. He's particularly peculiar, I suppose. I hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream, Bellokun Gaming. How are you doing today? Unfortunately, once again, the stream chat is not showing up in the stream itself for some reason, so that's annoying. I have no idea why that's happening, but I will try to once again keep up with stream chats as I always do. So, last stream I talked a little bit about this, but yesterday, just before I streamed, it turned out that the Tales in the Sky second chapter collector's edition went up for pre-order, and it's extremely expensive. And I actually put in the pre-order for that thing, because there is a Steam collector's edition, which is something that more companies should be doing. What they shouldn't be doing is asking $275 for the collector's edition. Also, July 10th, 6:40 PM.
Let's get inside.
Bad weather in the desert. Yeah, these kind of things do actually happen. Where do you pre-order it from? Well, if you have your Steam set up, it's from a different company than Limited Run Games this time around.
Don't see this every day.
It's from a company called Benex, which I've never heard of, but it cost me $345 and 94 cents. That is including shipping and import fees. Absolutely insane. But I will send everyone the link to the website where you can pre-order it. There's a PlayStation 5 Collector's Edition, and Switch 1 Collector's Edition, a Switch 2 Collector's Edition, and a Steam Collector's Edition. Apparently, the Steam Collector's Edition is already at a quarter of total sales. So
observatory is irrefutable. The hour of arbitration approaches.
yeah, before we do this, I'm just gonna send this in the chat. Let me do that now. Right now. You can find the link for the link from Gunho here. And the top option is pre-order the Golden Wings edition, which is the thing that you can buy right now. They do need a minimum amount of people to actually pre-order this thing, so no idea how much that even is. That's the thing. I wish I had an answer for you there. But apparently they are only planning on making 200 or so of the Steam Collector's Edition, and they are already sold over 50, so there's that to consider. Let me, if I can actually, Sky, second chapter, pre-order link. Might as well just immediately do the limited edition, actually, that might be better. But yeah, they are apparently selling it in North America, South America, some other countries, I think North America, South America, Latin America and Europe. Not outside of those regions for some reason. So keep that in mind. Let me... Here you go, everyone, enjoy that. I wish you luck with getting a pre-order in. Now we are gonna focus on the game. The evidence... Okay, we already played that. Okay, sorry, let me play that again.
The evidence found beneath the Basel Observatory is irrefutable. The hour of arbitration approaches.
Oh dear.
Seeing as both Father Leon and Mother Celise have decided to act of their own accord, however, I doubt I've any need for concern. But if you find yourself in a similar mindset, leaving you unwilling to perform your duty...
No, I'll do what needs to be done. No real reason to worry about them either. They're dominions. They can't turn their backs on their stigmas.
While I'd like to believe this issue limited to just the two of them, I'm not entirely convinced. In any event, I have said all that needs saying. I shall await your final judgment. Keep your guard up, Father Kevin. You're likely to meet with interference in the coming days.
Yeah, understood.
That was the grump from Iscariot, right? The vice captain?
They're heretic hunters. I take it that means there's been some movement over in Basel then.
I think I heard him mention something about a fight there too. Against Celise, Leon, and a few outside forces?
The Thor's alumni, perhaps. I believe they're in Basel at the moment as well. But as for why such a clash took place, well, I assume the answer lies in whatever secrets they found beneath the observatory.
Guess there's a benefit to keeping a bunch of busybodies around. Saves me the trouble of having to explain everything. Jokes aside, though, you're right on the mark. Iscariot's investigating the matter as we speak, meaning I still can't say anything definitive. But just know that her crimes didn't stop at Tharbad. She's been deceiving the whole of Zemuria.
Deceiving, huh? Not really a word I wanted to hear.
I mean,
think
it's
you can
abundantly
stop
clear,
dancing
right?
around her name already, though. We all know who you're talking about. One of Professor Epstein's 3 disciples. And Katra's grandmother, no less. She even personally helped us out during the Crimson Grendel incident.
Oh boy.
Professor Latoya Hamilton. She's the heretic you're charged with hunting down, isn't she?
Yeah.
I had assumed that was the case, but it is nonetheless shocking to hear you admit it.
Is it? Can't say I knew her very well personally.
Quite shocking, yes. You see, the 3 disciples are some of the most influential figures in Zemurian history.
No problem, Bellacun Gaming. I'm happy I was able to help you there. I put the collector's edition for Steam in, which may sound counterproductive, but my options are Switch 2 edition, and it's like, that is $5 more. Or just the Steam version where I have all of the games already. Like, I just rather have the game on Steam and just have my collection complete there. And it will include the season pass as well, so that's good. I don't have to deal with the same bullshit I had last time. I don't know if you remember that, but when the Thrills in the Sky first chapter collector's edition went live, or the game went live, they just screwed up the season pass, and you couldn't couldn't buy the season pass until a week or so later, meaning that I had to pay extra money for no reason. That was so dumb. But yeah. Anyway, I hope you enjoy. The central piece for it looks really good. I can't wait to get it in September, hopefully. I just hope it arrives on time, and that there are enough people that actually pre-order this. But the thing is, I don't know what their requirements are, right? Because they said we need a minimum amount of sales for it to be actually produced, and it sounds kind of dumb because I don't know what that minimum is. Right? It says currently that the Switch 2 edition sold over 50 PlayStation 5, it doesn't tell you. Switch 1, 25. And Steam, it also says over 50. So it's at least sold over 125 copies. I thought Nisa would be doing the pre-orders. Yeah, the thing is, Gun Ho is still the ones doing the Sky remakes, right? I was asking about pre-ordering, and someone said it wouldn't take place in the summer. Yeah. I hope that something good gets announced during Pokemon Day, but they kind of already announced the what do you even call that? Re-releases, I suppose, of Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green? I find it kind of weird. I find it especially stupid that they just released every version of the game separately instead of just making one version that have every language in it. Like, how difficult can that possibly be? That shouldn't be difficult. Now you just create inevitable problems for someone who accidentally buys the wrong language version. Weird, I don't get it. Thanks, Pokemon Company. Railroads, airships, orbital vehicles, communication devices, weapons, even the manufacturing of industry and the orbital network. All foundations on the modern society, and only made possible through the work of the three disciples. And while it is true that Professor Epstein established the blueprints for these creations, his pupils were the ones who turned concepts into reality. Of the three, Professor Russell work has focused largely on orbital technology. Professor Schmidt found his niche in military tech. And then there's Professor Hamilton. Her research is centered primarily on environmental issues, and she used it to help people the world over. Yeah, exactly. That's just the problem, right, Belukun Gaming? Like, this is just gonna happen again. Like, there's gotta be someone who accidentally buys the Spanish, French, or German version instead of the English one, or the other way around, and just can't enjoy the game to its fullest. Like, how difficult can it be to just create a file, like a program that just, when you boot it up for the first time, it asks you what language you want, and it selects that language. It's just a collection of ROMs. How hard can it possibly be? They just didn't want to put the effort in. It's just so dumb. Whether it's improving Northumbria's soils, aiding against both the certification of the East and the certification of the Central East. But she's done all that and more, which is why so many view her as something of a heavenly mother. Honestly, I felt like it was only a matter of time until the church had her canonized as a saint. About that, it wasn't quite sainthood. but the church likes to award champion crests for those who've worked to maintain peace and prosperity in Sumeria. Hey John, how are you doing today? How's life? We tried giving her one a few times now, but she always turned them down. And I can probably guess why too. Yeah, must have known her actions weren't exactly award-worthy. I think it's starting to understand why this was so surprising for everyone. I'm familiar with the reason because I started with Cold Steel and I... oh, okay. Cold Steel and Ben from Daybreak. I'm not with Kevin. It's alright, okay. But you mean... With you, I mean, the church has already decided it needs to be executed, right? Kevin, the main character in Sky Chapter 2 or just introduced? I think he's introduced in 2nd chapter and then the main character in Sky 3rd. Which we still don't know if that's either going to be remade or not. Because Falcom is kinda just contemplating remaking the crossbow games instead first. Which would be dumb because you kinda need material from Sky the 3rd for a crossbow to actually work properly, but you know. That's up to them, I guess. More or less, yeah. Her fate's not exactly set in stone, but things definitely seem to be headed in that direction. So, what do you it's fun to do? Though I doubt I even need to ask. You're right, you don't. Alright, all the heretic stuff aside, you want to figure out what's she up to anyway. Yeah, especially knowing that the church is involved. That's like always the first sign of trouble for Sumeria. And we can't turn a blind eye to trouble. But that doesn't mean we're committed to your missions till the end. Don't mind lending a hand for a bit though. Oh, and no worries, I totally won't step you in the back or anything. Okay, note to self. Watch your back around Nadia. and that's how he died.
Actually, I already poisoned your food. I don't think you even noticed it.
What? But seriously, thanks for the help. I'll be counting on you tomorrow.
For what? Are we going to investigate again? I thought we found everything we needed to already. Oh, but I guess there's still that thing they were talking about at the end of the memory.
After all, the way things are now is all due to the unforgivable deception I performed. I replaced what should have been with an observational outcome of my own.
Anyway, you still where I think you are, Professor? I'll head over now.
Thank you. And by the way, I'd like to return to Basel within the day, if I can. I'll open the path once I know you're near.
I imagine they must have been referring to the location where she initially performed this reality shift. Perhaps somewhere more conducive to the feat itself.
Yeah, well, wherever that location is, the church hasn't had any luck finding it either. So tomorrow we'll be splitting up to look for clues on our own. Business records, eyewitness testimonies, anything to get us where we need.
I was gonna suggest we get a head start tonight, but that storm outside's looking pretty bad. Doubt it'll be letting up anytime soon.
Why is the Switch 2 edition of the Collector's Edition the most expensive version? Well, besides Nintendo tax, which is kind of just the joke right now, right? I have the sneaky... The way it's phrased, it seems like it's a Nintendo Switch 2 edition. That meaning, it's an edition, it's the game's it's the Switch 2 edition on game card. So it's basically the same as a Breath of the Wild thing. So you get the game for Switch 1 and the Switch 2 upgrade pack. And that's probably $5, so that's probably why it's $5 more expensive. At least that's what I assume here. If you'll serve anyone with a Switch 1, they'll literally have made that obstacle. Yeah. I'll just keep it at my rule of thumb seems to be, if a game has a Steam release, I will buy it there. And if it doesn't, then I will buy it on Switch or Switch 2. And if it doesn't there, then I will just not play it. I don't like emulation that much. Nothing against anyone who uses it, by the way. I have done it multiple times. The problem is, for some reason, I don't know why, I just have trouble finishing games I emulate. I just never do it. I don't know why exactly. Maybe it's something psychologically, where it's like I didn't actually spend money on it, or I didn't do an investment for it to even want to try it out. But most of the games I play on emulation I just never finished. The only ones I did were the Professor Layton games, and that's it.
Actually, according to the recent forecast, the rain should be subsiding in the next few hours. Around 10 p.m., I believe?
Hopefully that means it'll be a little cooler tomorrow.
Oh, you think?
So, the rain's gonna be clearing up soon, huh?
I see someone's planning a little late-night excursion. Well, as I said before, I'd gladly join you.
Wow. Are you serious right now?
Oh, are you finally going to that strip club thing you mentioned?
Maybe you should cover your ears, Lapis.
Look, it's not
Delete
like
that
I'm
from her
going for
memory.
no reason, all right? Remember Sarah? Apparently, she's gonna be performing as a special guest tonight. Figured it'd be rude if I didn't show up. You know, to support her.
Okay, now tell us why you're really going.
Because I haven't seen strippers in ages, man!
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm gonna get
This
front
game
row
is
seats so
18
I can
plus
hit
for a
real
reason.
big.
Thanks, that's all I needed.
Because I haven't seen strippers in ages. You set me up? Who are you planning on sending that to?
Screw you, Kevin.
You're the worst, Kevin. Just wait till Ein hears about this.
How the hell do you know so much?
Bye, Kevin.
And
So his
just
social life was
remember,
destroyed.
Sarah will actually not be stripping tonight. Instead, she'll be performing in a one-woman burlesque show.
A difference I'm
How-
sure
how
her
was
agency
shipping?
likes to stress.
Oh.
Well, just try to come back before midnight, okay?
Oh dear God. Ein, I think, but also it's one of his. What the fuck am I listening to? Good question, John. Welcome to a game that is apparently 18 plus rated. You are starting to wonder why. Okay, so yay. Anyway, so yeah, how much was the shipping cost for you, Bellokun Gaming? Because I spent insane amounts of money on this collector's edition. I have spent, like, let me check again my order in Shopify. Let's see. I paid a grand total of give me my order. Thank you. Very cool. I paid €345.94, of which 70 euros and 94 cents were freaking shipping and taxes. Insanity. $4 to 5 days shipping is $43. If I wanted to save days release, I would have spent $153 for shipping. I didn't even have an option. My shipping was $10. Like, that's fine, but then I had to pay an additional $60 for freaking taxes. Pain. Pain is what that is.
And make sure you bring back some tasty treats.
Sure. So Kevin's social life was destroyed. The end. Pain of memories. That's kind of fitting here. Oh, we're actually doing this too. Amazing. Sarah is a good dancer though, so that's fine. They had clearly had budget for this specifically. There's Hi, buddy. Drag him away. Good job, buddy. Reposing time. Lapis is asleep. Oh. Wait. Since when do you wear glasses exactly? I didn't know you wore glasses. S. Swin. I didn't know you wore glasses. The next day, Kevin and the others rose bright and early to start their investigation anew. By focusing their efforts on finding info about the construction that took place 20 years ago, they had hoped to find a more concrete lead. All the ice cream. Look at how many balls of ice cream! They are all gonna melt before you eat all of it. Just as they foreseen, however, their search proved little help. July 11th at 11:10 a.m.
Don't get me wrong, I'm still a loyal to loyalies kind of gal, but man, how moms are giving them a run for their money.
I feel so soft and loose. Wonder why? Maybe because my pores are open? Or at least I think that's what they're called.
Rosenberg Tech is really something else, huh? But you're right. Feels like the steam's cleaning out each and every one of my pores. Bet my skin'll be so dang smooth after this. S is gonna fall for me all over again.
Sounds like things are going great with you two.
Hi.
And he seems like such a catch. I'm so jealous. Wish I could just pick up a boyfriend from the store or something.
Yeah, well, I guess he is pretty great, huh? But come on. You work with movie stars, Hina. You must meet heartthrobs all the time.
I mean, yeah, but our agency gets pretty fussy about dating and all that. Plus, some actors are like totally different people behind the scenes. Yeah, no fateful encounters for me. But my sister, on the other hand... How many times do I have to tell you? Van and I aren't like...
Lol.
I knew it. Had a hunch ever since Van introduced you to us.
Huh. What's going on with Sarah and Van?
Nothing. Don't worry about it, Lapis. He has more than enough people vying for his attention anyway.
Oh, come on! He seems like the sort of guy who likes making things harder for himself.
Isn't that the truth? He's like the perfect fusion of all the ways guys get on my nerves. And don't even get me started on those hobbies of his. Anyway, I'll admit I might be rooting for a few others in this race, But that doesn't mean I can't lend an ear to a girl in love now, does it?
Nadia, please.
Dear God. You know, as jealous as I am of Arkwright, I'm starting to feel kinda bad for the Vi now. Yeah, well, if they are not wrong about how he likes making trouble for himself, he should obey more than he should. And now he's dealing with trouble in the capital once more, as if the events of the past few months weren't enough. Although, admittedly, our situation is rather complex as well. No kidding, didn't think we will have so much trouble finding a lead. It's kinda strange that nobody seems to remember, honestly. I mean, I knew it was 20 years ago, but... The best we've got so far is someone saying they saw the professor come to town with a bunch of engineers around the town of the Draught. And after a month of observation, the water levels began to rise before finally returning into the oasis we see today. Seeing as there was a budget estimate for construction, there must have been an actual work site somewhere. But that was the only thing they documented about. The documentation, wasn't it? Correct, due in part to the fact that costs were more modest than anticipated. Neither the city nor otherwise involved parties, though, thought it necessary to concern themselves with the details. Everything seems well in hand after all. I guess that's not surprising. I mean, it'd be one thing if they went over budget, but under? I heard folks were pretty much dancing in the streets because of it. The leftover mirror was apparently used to kickstart the entertainment district, which in turn led to the founding of the film festival. But as for now, the irrigation work managed to keep so far under budget in the first place, nobody knows. Outside of Professor Hamilton and the handful of engineers who assisted her at it, of course. Well, looks like we've got our objective for the afternoon, especially now that we know for certain she visited last year. Yeah, if we shoot out our baits, we're bound to catch something. And just in case our luck takes another deep dive, I put out a request for a few tidbits of extra intel too. Oh yeah, you met up with Jack at the club last night, right?
My word! I never thought I'd run into you here, Miss Rain.
Oh, hi. What are you doing here exactly?
Your Highness. And Najee too? Wow, I didn't know you guys were in Tarbed.
We only just arrived via airship, actually.
It's been quite some time, Miss Rain. And it's a pleasure to see you two as well, Miss Sarah, Miss Shahina.
We're here for a meeting about the new film I mentioned yesterday. Oh, that reminds me actually. Don't you two also have a meeting soon? About your Central East Homecoming show?
We do, yes. I'm still finding it a bit hard to believe, honestly. It's very imagined from, emigrated from, so I guess you could call that a homecoming to you. Yeah. Nadia, who are they? Oh, that's right. You haven't met, have you? Well, to start, one of them is a real deal princess.
Oh, you're simply adorable! I'm Jita Osval, Princess of Elsyne. And you must be Miss Lapis. I've heard all about you, you know. Although, you're a bit taller than what was described to me.
Yeah, there's been a kind of a lot that's happened since then. Sina and Najee. What lovely names! I'll give Sina 93 points and Najee 91.
Oh really? Well, at least I tried. I don't know. He isn't here. He's in the pen route. But that's funny. Sorry about that.
2 high scores!
Oh, I'm honored!
Are you a voice actor? No. I won't even try to act like I'm one. I would love to do voice acting, to be fair, but I don't think my voice range is wide enough that I can actually pull off voices well enough. And the problem in the Netherlands is there aren't that many voice acting roles nowadays. Most things aren't dubbed, and when they are, it's just this very small group of people doing voices. He's a voice actor. No, I'm not, John. Don't lie to him. Oh boy. But I would love to do it, but like it's just, you know, how do you get in that inner circle? But I would love to. It's great. I tried to practice some voices, but I could go a lot higher previously.
And I still can go high, but it sounds kind of bad.
I can try it, but like, it's just... But I can go very low, which I tried to do for for Bear Guard, I suppose. But my natural voice is, I think, relatively high and kind of loud, so I don't know what voice I would do. I do work, however, for an audio magazine for people with a visual impairment, and sometimes I have to do little voice deliveries there. It's kind of fun. Do a Peter Griffin impression. Oh, it's gonna try that.
You're too kind, Miss Lapis.
The Princess of Elsign and her guard, huh? Talk about crazy timing. What's up? Given each of our unique circumstances, I'm afraid we're in no position to be speaking with the royal family of Elsign at the moment. At least not without proper preparations first. Rather inconvenient, isn't it? You've got that right, and considering the Princess brother was involved in what happened in Basel yesterday. Swin, Rufus, mind calling the girls over? Probably best to get out of here. Just tell them it's time to grab lunch. Talking of voice actors playing Trails games though, did you know that Reen's voice actor, Sean Chiplock, is actually still playing through all of the Trails games? He's currently in Trails and Referee. And he's voicing all of the lines that aren't voiced for Reen in that game, which is kinda cool. I'd recommend to watch that, it's really nice. He's planning to also play Daybreak, Daybreak 2 and Horizon, so maybe in a few years he will get there. That's gonna be really cool, I'm looking forward to that. If you want to look into that in your spare time, in some other time when I'm not streaming, of course, you can do that by looking up Sonic Mega on YouTube or on Twitch, because he streams on Twitch and then uploads the VODs to YouTube. He has done all of the Cold Steel games and he's now doing Referee. It's really nice.
That steam left me positively famished. It did wonders for my taste senses, though. They feel more precise than ever. Mutton pebbles and hummus rustic, but with a delicate flavor. And to supplement the cold mint tea, perfect for cooling down with. Not often you eat so much, Nadia. Yeah? All that walking with it really burned me up with an appetite. Well, you'll feel okay though. Anyhow, about this afternoon,
We're gonna need to do a few more Jrpgs. Might help us with our recon. I don't see a problem with that, especially now that we actually have Pam's permission.
By the way, about how we're doing this,
we want to limit our search to learning about what Professor Hamilton did here in October, right? Exactly, considering how unlikely we will be stumbling onto the construction site anytime soon, we need to switch tactics. And thanks to the conversation we saw in that memory, we already have a good lead. Our goal right now is to pinpoint where she was when she was talking to Dingo last year. That alone should bring us to the true nature of her crimes. We'll get there one way or another, as the heretic hunter. I swear to you that. Alright. Understood.
By the way, those gamblers from yesterday were looking into what the princess has been up to, weren't they?
Correct. We asked Jack to investigate her for us. A risky endeavor, to be sure, but considering the connection between the professor and Alzheimer, one worth taking.
Alright, because she helped them with their forestation project. Okay, everyone ready to get to work then?
You bet. Any leftovers you can... You cleaned your plate? Figured you'd be used to this by now. Thanks for paying, by the way.
Delicious! You had better keep your wallet ready for snack time this afternoon too. Just you wait, I'll have tried all the Darbet's finest cuisine before the day is even done.
That should prove a wonderful stimulant to your optimization. Feel free to have whatever you please. On his mirror, of course.
You guys are downright ruthless.
What did you expect, Kevin? Kevin can now use his S-craft, Spears of UR and Loa. Receive Kevin's and Rufus's lightweight outfits.
Why don't we take a stroll through the cultural district and see if we can't work up an appetite? Keep yourselves hydrated. After it rains, it gets wicked humid. Twice as hot out.
Hey, you got it! Whatever you say, Ma.
What the? I ain't your ma, you little twerp.
Seems like our group's gotten a bit closer already.
It seems like it's a new S-craft, yeah? How far are you right now, by the way? Because I'm now in Act 3. Let's see.
Accessing your schedule.
We don't have any bonding events right now. It's been several years since I've been in Tarbed, but taking a tour like this has made visiting it fun again.
Yes, it really is a nice city. The entertainment district is impressive, of course, but the cultural district seems like it's such a friendly place. The restaurant you told me about earlier was delicious too. Thanks, Nelly.
I'm glad I hear it.
Grandma was in low spirits up until yesterday, but she seems to be recovering a bit by bit. She's been through a lot, but I know Grandma she can definitely get through this. Sure seems like the Arbet's police are having a hard time. With all these tourists from the Central East, the police have had to spend more manpower helping them out. The officers throughout the Republic are working hard, so it's time I got my act together too. Good luck, Grandma. After living in Ration for years, this city looks totally different. Getting to enjoy a variety of cultures is just one of the things that makes the Republic so great.
Shall we search?
Come and see if you like.
Time to find some souvenirs for the family. Maybe some traditional handcrafts would be nice. This jewelry has a surprising style. I bet something like this would suit Nelly. And it's cheap enough it wouldn't seem to be too serious. Well, since I'm already here and everything.
Can we go yet?
Why, hello.
Why, hello there. ATS plus 10, AEF plus 10%. That's actually not that bad. Especially because I had nothing at all. Is there anyone with good evasion already? Not particularly, so but I can add it to swim. That is not bad that you have here. And this increases prevents burn with 100%. Well, that's good to have. I hate burn. Terrible side effect. Okay. Prevents freeze. And I'll equip that to you. ADF. You know what? Might as well just give you the other one too.
Thank you. Why, hello.
Oh, power droplets, huh? Well, then you won't say no to that.
Thank you.
We finally got some rain again yesterday. What a relief. If we got nothing but sun, the waste would eventually dry up. Yeah, unfortunately for you, it has dried up already. It's been dry for 20 years apparently. Apparently no one thought about that. Apparently Professor Hamilton made that happen, and now we have made it so that no one realized that's even the case. Dear God. I've got nothing but sun. No, okay. Though the oasis was never this big when I was young. Seeing as we're in the middle of the desert and all, I'm really thankful. There's nothing else we can learn here. Shall we try another approach? Yeah, let's.
This market's got everything.
Hello. I don't really think about the space program much, but I guess it is bringing more tourists. This rate, tomorrow might be as crowded as last year's film festival. It's been too long since we had festival, and it will be the perfect time to promote my products. That is how tourism works, yeah. I'm thinking of going all out on lunch for my family today. There are some ingredients here that are rarely sold in the capital and are sure to make everyone nostalgic. The prices are reasonable too. Maybe I'll buy a variety of things to try.
Get your spices here. Have your eye on anything in particular?
Oh, I sure do actually. You are selling new meals that I don't have yet. Is there anything? I might as well get some extra eggs.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for looking after Klim. Your daughter is such a level-headed girl. Oh no. Imani is normally so pampered. She only disenergetic because Klim was with her. Even yesterday, before bed, Klim was all she could talk about. So my boy's been just as eager to play with Nani. Aww. Cute. Thank you for looking after Klim. Your daughter is such a level-headed girl. I think that's new dialogue. You might have new dialogue though. Did the others go on ahead? Chatting with Monir makes time go by in a blink of an eye. I'd like to buy some more spices, just a few should be fine. Well, since we're eating spices to textiles and Anxious, you got it all. Come on, don't be shy, stop on by. I'll be helping out at the bazaar again today, even though I'm a little worried about old Nasri.
Oh yeah, last time she got kidnapped, remember? She almost got freaking trafficked into slavery. That was not good. Fortunately, we saved her in time.
But he'll be the first one to scold me if I get all wishy-washy. I gotta give it all to repay everyone here.
Good on you, Sinem.
Central Eastern culture is so fascinating.
Oh.
I'm giving Clem and his dad a tour around the bazaar now. With color commentary by yours truly, of course. This is a second-hand good shop. You can always find good bargains here. Wow, really? You sure can learn a lot from local guide, huh? It's so nice how Clem and Nami have become such good friends. Oh my, how strange. I haven't been able to stop crying. Because it's just really moving or... No, wait. It's because the spice I bought from one ear? It must have gotten into my eyes and those...
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'm showing Clem and his dad around in the bazaar. We went to my mom's shop earlier, but she was too busy talking. They are still talking too. I wonder what about.
Can we go yet?
No, we cannot, Nadia.
Inami knows so much. It's fun hearing her talk about it. And when she's in the bazaar, it's like she's got even more energy. Now she's really lost this town.
How about a shard search?
Seriously?
Can I even go to any other location? Yes, we come to the Sensi and the entertainment districts. I guess we'll do that later.
Undergoing its final checks. Its pilot, Major Amelia Hart, is also using the remainder of her time to ensure that in condition.
I'm out here to check on the bazaar since we had a considerable amount of rain yesterday. Looks like Cinnamon's hard at work even all on her own. Of course, going to be just fine. I must say, it's quite moving to see her back.
Thankfully, yeah, we saved her from literally being enslaved, thank God. Oh, oops.
Her and Sheena called out to me as they were passing by earlier. They gave me so much advice about dancing. I thought we were growing apart, but that isn't true at all. Alright, time to go practice before I forget everything they taught me.
Aww. Fun. Let's see. What are the quests we have access to?
What have we here?
There's a forest RPG on the bulletin board.
Have you heard of the righteous thief Aarons, who once made this very district in his prowling grounds? Well, I have a clue regarding the location of the treasure he left behind. Interested in the treasure hunt? Then come to the cultural district's back alleys. I'll tell you more about it here.
Looks like there's another one.
According to recent intel, dangerous monsters, the Asada sisters, have been sighted in underground waterways. We would greatly appreciate taking care of this beast if you guild instead.
locals are still going on about how the oasis dried up 20 years ago. Apparently it hasn't dried up since, thanks to Professor Hamilton's construction. I remember people being surprised it only took a dozen or so engineers. Can't say I know the details, but they must have used some incredible technology. Yeah, you can say that again.
Dear Arusha, grant us your blessing.
The city is even livelier today. You can tell people's spirits are lifted. I don't really understand the pros and cons of the space program, but it turns out to be a momentous day. Then I'll offer prayer thanks to Arusha. This world's water and land to sun, even our destiny, all of them are blessing from the goddess. Professor Hamilton's been to Tarbet several times. She came 20 years ago when the Hill Oasis was drying up. And she's been checking in on Tarbet recently, offering inspections and technical help. She stops by this temple too. She's always been deeply faithful and dedicated. The way she lives her life is a lot like those of the clergy and the rest in some respects. You just see Kevin every single time she's mentioned. It's like, sure. I'm sure that's what happened.
The launch succeeds. Best.
I was gonna lead a tour to of the dunes, but it sounds like the sandstorm is real bad. Should I call it off? If I cancel, it'll be a real hit to our finances. If only there was something special I could take them to instead. It's the rainy season in Tarbet right now, so of course we are getting rain. But it's not sandstorm season. What's up with that? It should have died down when the rain started. Central Eastern dance, huh? Apparently it's completely different from Eastern styles. I'm looking forward to it. It surely express the region's climate and history. Even if the subject matter is similar to the vibe, it's totally different, you know? Just like cooking. It seems that way, but it's especially convincing when you say it, Maxine. You said something similar about Central Eastern cuisine too. That even if the ingredients are the same, the use of spices alone changes it completely from Eastern cooking. Sorry, I can get a little carried away. But isn't it interesting? The way their individual environments foster differences. Certainly, but it can be frustrating. Unlike cooking or dancing, my line of work doesn't have a clean corollary in the Central East. Really? There must be something if you look for it.
Can we go yet?
No, we cannot, Nadia. We have to first talk to everyone. You understand that, right? I'm not a layman in the realm of dance, but even so, I feel as if I can sense the culture it's cultivated. It's hard to say without having seen it, but I am looking forward to the show. And too. They always look very nice. I just toured the city culinary hotspots, and I've got to say, Maxine's knowledge of cooking is something else. She's been studying the differences between Eastern and Central Eastern spices to find out what makes them so good. It was quite a bit of fun. Perhaps we should have another bite. We might have a little time before the performance starts. Central Eastern dancing, huh? That's Jed. Okay. Eastern Central dancing, huh? I came with me. with Mina to see it, but I don't know. I don't really understand the culture behind that stuff. Same with ballads. Would I even get it if I saw it? I heard some dancer will be filming here later. Apparently, they were in some movies. I'm learning ballet, so I noticed it's a little bit about dancing. I wonder what the original Central Eastern dance is like. I can't wait to find out. And we're not gonna go do basketball, so...
Let's do a search.
But this is... It would make sense considering the directions they gave us.
Sorry, what were we talking about?
This is where Rahina and Sarah live. Something they mentioned while we were in the hammam. Yep, they said we could drop by whenever we wanted.
I see. Well, since we're already here, why don't we go ahead and say hello? That sounds like a fine idea, though I'm not sure they are back from the hammam yet.
Wait, am I hearing things or... It was you guys! I thought I heard your voices. Making good on our invitation, are you? Well, come on in!
But you are welcome. Thanks, Hina. I hope we're not a bother.
Remember to behave yourselves, you two.
Please, there's no need to worry. Just make yourselves at home, alright? Sorry there's not much room. Oh, and why don't I make you all some cold drinks?
So tasty! You said it, but it made with all sorts of fantastic fruits and spices, huh?
Whatever it is definitely helps to beat the heat. Man, this stuff is fantastic! It's a homemade recipe?
Yup, it's one of the Central East classic summer staples called Jrpg. My sister's the one who whipped all this up, but I can make them too. We actually used the recipe from my mother taught me. They are a lifesaver when dancing in the hot summer heat.
I see. Families always got each other's backs one way or another, huh? If I recall correctly, your parents have passed away, no? But
I was still just a little kid too. I don't really remember much about them honestly, but Sarah's a different story. I'm just thankful for I managed to hold on tight to what they passed down to me, even if in spirit of all we've gone through.
But I couldn't have done that without Van and the rest of Arcade Solutions.
Oh, she got it bad, huh? Yup, though you've gotta admit, being in love is a good look on her. This makes her all the more adorable. Sahina!
Arcade just has all the luck in the world, doesn't he? I don't know if I'd call it luck, really. This personally just kind of reels you in. This personally just kind of reels you in, and then he starts helping you with things, and...
I'm going to finish that, Kevin.
Oh, are you going to finish that, Kevin? I'm still working on it. Hey, I've heard you two had been traveling for business recently, but your house is unexpectedly tidy. Did you perhaps hire a cleaning service of some sort?
No way! Our neighbors just insist on house sitting for us while we're gone. They really done a lot for us over the years. We always gotta bring back a bunch of souvenirs to repay them. but I always find picking out something for them. Living here truly is wonderful, and it's home in all the ways you can imagine. Yes, that means that homecoming show of yours is gonna be a real sensation then. You bet! We're gonna give it the best we've got. Wish Perry, Agnes and Ben could come to see it too though. That would be nice. Having Judith and everyone else here, perhaps even the professor as well. Huh? By professor do you mean... Alrighty then. We shouldn't overstay our welcome now, should we? Come on, time to back it up, kiddos. After all, we gotta let these two get practicing for their big show. You'll be rehearsing later, right? Oh, yup, right by the Oasis. It won't be a proper performance, of course, but if you're interested, you're more than welcome to watch. Plus, knowing that friends of Ben are in attendance will give us just the push you need to perfect our routines. Got it. We'll definitely be there then. Take care of yourselves, you two. The temperature is expecting to rise in the afternoon. Hey, Reptilian, why did you pull us out of there? I think we stumbled into information on this target. That's right, but we can't just go in diving into that info without a plan now, can we? On a separate note, you two have been through Argret Solutions case files, right? Did you ever find anything that could connect the sisters to our person's of interest? No, we didn't. All we know is that Van and the others helped them deal with the incident here in Calverd. While she went to the east after the incident in Basel. Additionally, however, during the anomaly which occurred in Edith last December, Sarah and Sehina were said to have been in the capital, meaning they were have had the chance to establish a bond with your target. No, I suppose they could have met during the events that you and Svin were involved in as well. Putting aside how you just happen to know all that, I'm not really seeing any solid connections on Unionator. That must have been the missing piece of the puzzle then, a piece that even Van and the others are unaware of. And I believe the answer may lie with Dingo. Sounds about right, though I am gonna argue that our main concern at the moment should be the presence of the princess. But no use in jumping the gun just yet. Let's just go watch the girls' practice performance, and after that we can start looking into things. Awfully cunning of you. Roger, Dodger. But you know, Kevin, I'm starting to get the feeling this villain bit of yours isn't really an act after all. Huh? You got me. Kevin is cunning. I say that describes you more than it does him, Rufus. Yes, well, though my cunning is born from my inherently wicked nature, I'm not quite sure Kevin's as heartless as he portrays himself to be. Remember Van's group? Mary started wearing summer clothes and even let her hair grow out a little. Yeah, we just saw her recently. Yeah, she looked cute. Her hair has always been clean. It's been pretty, but now she's showing her girly side. She's 14, right? I bet she'll be a real beauty when she grows up. Yeah, but I'm not gonna let her beat me. let's both do our best, Nadia, so that we can reach NIS's level. That hurdle might be too high. Good grief. You like Nadia just the way she is, right? I guess you're still growing too, aren't you? Count on it. Oh, thanks for coming to see our performance last night. It's a little embarrassing though. No, it was great. The girls that danced after you were cool too. Your dancing is definitely art, Sarah. It's easy to see why Ark and Sylvan wants to collaborate with you. Oh, please, it's still in training. That look on your face says it all. I really hope a certain someone could watch me dance in that costume. No way, don't be silly! That damn art guy, he'll toy with anyone. Hey, it's not his fault that everyone just likes him. At least he can't be as bad as Reen. He is well aware of it. The problem is that he just isn't interested in relationships. There's a difference, right? Reen is just not aware of the problem. Ben is very much aware of it. Society these days has a tendency to pursue novelty and convenience. Even this space program thing. We're losing sight of what is important in the process. For what reason could we possibly need to go to space? If people keep acting out of greed, they'll someday incur the divine wrath of Arusha. We'll see about that, but you might just be right. I get what Abdullah is trying to say, but progress is impossible without challenges. To say they are unnecessary at all is preposterous. Still, we're both old. All we can do is watch the young people overcome their own tribulations. For better or worse, it's up for them to care about a new era. See, there's one more person we need to talk to. So, they were rescued from the sandstorm then? That's right, saved by the people I was just talking about too. Well, speak of the devil. Sorry to interrupt. Ishmael here was just telling about how you all helped that merchant caravan in the desert. But it won't bother you about the details right now. After all, it looks like you have business with us today. Your haste is appreciated. You're asking if Professor Hamilton was in Tarbet last October? No, not that. I'm aware of that after all. She was in the east around what? East? What? She was in the east around then, was she not? And after leaving from there, I heard she went straight back home to Basel. If someone as important as a professor comes to Tarbet, they're usually all people can talk about. Or if even the guild didn't know, at least of course he probably came in secret. Is that so? You know, I actually heard there was a bit of trouble with the city's water source around the same time. We were told the professor came all the way out here to fix it, but if you're saying otherwise, maybe you're on the wrong track. Perhaps we should look into whether or not there were any other strange happenings incidents in October. That wasn't long after the film festival ended, right? Does anything come to mind?
Actually, I think that was about the same time the Institute of Science notified us of an analysis they conducted on the plant we found. Plant? Do you mean agave, the type used to make drugs distributed during the film festival, right? Yes, the Guild Starbed branch and the Institute of Science were collaborating on a joint investigation on the matter. For a while, we were sending them status updates on those who had taken the drug during the festival, as well as any individual residual evidence we collected. Even joined their field researchers on the trip to the cave where agave was growing en masse. However, the data we collected there ended up being insufficient, given that there weren't any agave clusters outside the cave to compare them to. Yes, which is ultimately why the collaboration continued into October. But unfortunately, before we could make any further progress on the investigation, the Institute informed us they would be bringing it to a close. Because they had already finished their analysis of the evidence? While they did manage to learn a lot about the drug itself, they even shared a list of its components with us. We're at a loss on some of the other important details, like what the agave preferred habitat is, or whether there are any related species. We suggested to the Institute that we get those questions answered before any others at the start of the investigation, but they told us that analyzing the drug's core components took priority considering the danger it posed. Said they'd continue the ecological investigation after the components analysis was finished. It's strange they have such a sudden change of heart. Someone with authority at the Institute must have ordered them to bring the investigation to a halt. Someone like... That's concerning. Well, at any rate, I think we've got a better idea of what was going on back then. Thanks for answering all those questions for us. It's difficult to imagine that Professor Hamilton would have come here last October. Even if she had made the trip, it wouldn't have been for the first time in years. People would have talked about it. I was investigating the troublesome drug from last year, especially the plant used in the herbal shishas. I couldn't find any growing naturally outside of that cave, but I still managed to get a decent sample. I didn't think it was odd for the Institute of Science to pass their analysis, but looking back on it, it's strange that they didn't conduct a more thorough ecological investigation.
Looking is always free, you know.
I suppose so.
Come again.
I'm back, Mom. Just finished helping people deal with the rain and the sandstorms. I provided food to the people who got caught up in the storm and helped retrieve people's fallen laundry. Good work. My, you're a thoughtful one. And expect no less of the future owner of the High Level Tavern and Inn. Now, if only you could find a good wife. Didn't I tell you to quit bringing that up? Sheesh. My son is a late bloomer, but considering she is going to be the future owner, I'd like it to be
sharp, and if you know any good unmarried woman, please let me know. Oh god. Mom? You're asking customers now? Didn't they tell you to cut that out? I'm really sorry about that. My mom was always like this. I keep telling her it's too soon for me to get married. I've still got a lot of growing to do. We suddenly got a rain during yesterday's meeting, and when I was about to leave, I heard about an intense sandstorm. I feel like the climate is less stable than usual, I guess. Sandstorms especially can be a matter of life and death. Maybe I should wait things out for a while. Oh, it's you folks. Appreciate what we did for us earlier. You're from the caravan we met in the morning, right? You feeling any better? Thanks to those drinks you gave us, we are. Amazing to hear that. Alright. Thanks for those drinks you gave us, we are. We were in some pretty bad shape out there. Feels like you gave us a second lease on life. Well, that's good to hear at least. Aww. I'm sure you would have done the same if you were in our shoes. I'm sure you'd have done the same if you were in our shoes. Your channels outside looked like they were doing better too. There's no need for thanks. After all, I think our encounter proved beneficial to both parties. Yeah, never would have learned about that in the irrigation project without you guys. Well, after we've heard you were putting together a Sunday school lesson on it, I kind of felt like we had the duty to tell you. Should give me something to brag about to my son at least. He'll be starting his first few classes back at home soon. I know it's already said and done, but is it really alright for a priest to lie like this? Not like he's got most respectable man of the cloth. Well, I can't say the goddess is a fan, but she'll let it slide. Anyway, not every day you see experienced merchants getting in despite a sandstorm. Didn't even think they'd be in an issue today. What with yesterday's downpour and all? Yeah, we're thinking of the Sunset dried up faster than we expected. That's a big place after all. Then there was the fact the sandstorm came from a direction not typically on our radar. Is that so? What do you mean? Given the conditions are right, some areas of the Sand Sea make the perfect breeding ground for sandstorms. So when we are planning our routes, we try our best to avoid those areas. The only issue is, the sandstorms have been growing more robust by the day. And all that heavy rain yesterday really threw off our measurements, which obviously enough led to us misjudging where the sandstorm would hit. Sounds like you're all very lucky we make it out alive. Well, I'll be praying that your next trip is a safe one. Though I can't say a run of the mill priest's prayers will be worth very much. Well, we appreciate it anyway. We'll try to be more careful in the future. Lots of it's good come there today.
Oh, it's way too hot
I feel alive again because of you. Thank you for the provisions. The innkeeper has been kind to us too. We'll be sure to do our best in the business meeting. Must be hard for you too as a traveling priest. I hear you even visited Normads in the desert. Good luck with Sunday school. We'll be cheering for you.
Can we go yet?
No, Nadia, we cannot. Good gracious. I never thought there'd be sandstorm in a place like that. And it was even stronger than yesterday. We have more careful from here on out.
So,
let's get the extra food things that we haven't tried yet.
thanks for the grub.
Sugary goodness!
Oh, I love it. And now we're gonna open the tab menu and go do some home cooking recipes again. If we have the ingredients, that is. Please have the ingredients for it. Very much appreciated. Oh, command menu, obviously. Should be there. Home cooking. Find anything that isn't with the check mark. This one.
I'll put my skills to the test. Luna taught me how to make this.
Feeding the hungry's what I do. If you want seconds, just say the word.
I'll give it a try. I put my heart into it.
We are getting close to actually completing this thing. Okay. Owned 1, cooked 1, eaten 0. Oh, really? Is that everything? Do we have everything done? Wow.
Sharing meals together is quite nice.
Thanks for the grub.
Wow, this is incredible.
Alrighty. And then we press the tab button again and we go to premium suites and see if there are any that we need to update. I don't think there are any, but actually not in anything other than Tarbad.
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
Thanks, boss.
Oh, actually we do. Hi. Strawberry Dream Sandwich. Evan's top recommended sandwich bag tightly with giant strawberries. The humongous strawberries in this sandwich are practically bursting with juicy sweetness. And just look at that beautiful cross section. I mean, talk about good food, right?
All right, I'll put it on the blog.
I appreciate it.
Espoir macarons. Oh, macarons are really good. You should eat them if you don't have an allergy for anything that's in it. It's really good. Popular treats for from Espoir that come in variety of colors and flavors. The multicolored shells smell daintily sweet, and although the filling flavors also vary together, they are harmonized magnificently, a stellar addition to any tea party.
I'll send this review to Van.
Sure. Go wild.
Rich chai pudding. Recommended dessert at Hilal Tavern and Inn that bursts with rich chai flavor. This pudding is seasoned with spices normally used in chai. The result, a unique scent and taste. You crave even in the heat. Really gives you a sense of the local ingenuity.
I'll send this review to Van.
Sure, go ahead.
Saffron biscuits, a popular confection from Moniers that gives off a tantalizing saffron aroma. Moniers ingredients and spices, Starbed cultural district. These bright yellow cookies have a saffron scent that whets the appetite. They are filling and non-perishable. So good choice to use as rations or crab if you fell on the way home. Let me check every tab again just to be sure that we don't miss anything, but I don't think we have anything to miss. What is this? An achievement for getting X amount of limited edition sweets uploaded? Yep, that sounds about right.
Yeah, baby.
We've finished 171 in-game achievements now, by the way. It's quite a bit. We don't need to do the EX ones. Monocore maxed, yeah. And that's everyone we can talk to here. Let's go to that site, initiate that side quest.
Oh, that squall we had yesterday.
You're Faye. Fatih? I thought it was Faith, but no, it's Fatih. Okay. I don't know where I got that, why I switched the A and the T, the T and the I there. That's weird. We saw your request on the bulletin board earlier. I knew you'd come. None of you are the Spriggan though, are you? I assume you folks are taking on the first region in this place? Well, so you knew we aren't him, and you still asked for our help? Don't tell me you know us. Not at all. But after taking a little look at what's been going on behind the scenes these past few days, I had a hunch. Finding that a man of the church is in the center of it all was a bit of a surprise, though, I admit. And that gentleman over there, though. It's probably best not to touch on that one, is it? Your discretion is much appreciated. So, this request was about finding the location of some guy's treasure, right? What exactly do you get of asking us to do something like that? All I will say for now is that I believe you all have the capabilities necessary to obtain its treasure. What's important is whether or not you all intend to follow through on this opportunity, so What will you do? I mean, I'm curious and all, but
Yes! Forcibly accepted. Now let's go get a haunting.
yes, hold on a sec, will you?
I'm kinda curious myself, actually. After all, a chance like this doesn't come every day, right? And if all goes well, we might even be able to make back all the Rufus money.
Well, I wouldn't be so sure of that. But I suppose there's no harm in taking a gamble every once in a blue moon, right? Alright, fine, we'll accept the request. We'll look for this Aaron's guy's treasure or whatever it is. Haha, I knew you'd come around!
So, what kind of person was Aaron's?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard of him before.
Definitely not someone we've learned about at Armis. But, judging from his name, I'm guessing he wasn't Central Eastern.
I've heard of the man once and twice myself, and if I recall correctly, he was half Calverdian and half Alzheimer. I believe there's an old anecdote about his exploits in Tarbet. It claims he fought against the families who ruled the city with an iron fist. Indeed! Though Aaron's was half Central Eastern, he was also a soldier of the Kingdom of Calverd. So, when he was dispatched to a location just outside Tarbet, he witnessed firsthand the cruelty wrought by the most prominent families in the region. Yeah, I heard a bit about that when I was young, doing research on the city. There was this independent lord apparently who owned a piece of land stretching from Tarbet all the way to western Alzheim. Got away with a lot of crap because of his connections in both countries. Yes, of course. Aaron's lodged complaints about the Lord's behavior to both the army and the kingdom, but he was unfortunately silenced. However, he had grown to care deeply for the people of Tarbet and had even taken a lover in the city. So, do right by them. He quit the army and took up arms against the families, knowing doing so would have him marked as a traitor and thief. And eventually, the family was overthrown, forcing Calverd and Alzheim of their proverbial behinds to re-examine the government on the region. I see. Then this treasure is something we stole from the family? There's a strong possibility. You see, through the majority of the riches they acquired through their exploitation has been returned to their rightful owners. You see, the majority of the riches they acquired, though, their exploitation has been returned to their rightful owner. The wealth the family gained by way of tolls and managing mines was also quite considerable. People believe Arons may have hidden that wealth for his future descendants.
Oh, why is this exciting or what? So, you're gonna give us a hint on where the treasure is, right?
Well, the only hint I have for you is this map. You'll have to use the cipher written on it to find the location on your own. You know, I make a comment about it, how cliche this all is, but this might actually be a good chance to test our skills a bit.
Solve the mystery and find the treasure left behind by that legendary thief.
It's almost like we're in a movie.
Could do without a whole wild goose chase thing, though. But that's what makes it fun! Plus, searching for it ourselves will give us what they call a chance of accomplishment. Well, the rest of it is up to you, my friends. Remember to keep your wits about you, though. After all, you aren't the only ones with a hankering for treasure. Oh, so you're saying we could have competition, huh? No way we're losing now. That's the spirit. Now, if you excuse me, may Rushak grant you your guidance. Is this a scam? Like, what is this? This is so weird. His intentions still have your suspicions, do they? Got that right. I mean, why give this test to us, instead of looking for a treasure himself? Plus, there was that whole thing about him doing this research before putting out his request. That said, it's not like I sensed any malice from the guy, but I don't know, maybe he's just hard to read. Certainly possible, I suppose, but for the moment I believe we'll have to advance the investigation to learn what his true motives are. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, as they say. Right.
For SPG time!
So what's this map of? Can't really tell, to be honest, but I do see that Jrpg Cypher was talking about. Judging from the topography and the organization of the area in relation to Calverd, I imagine it's likely somewhere in the Sun Sea. Maps from 100 years ago aren't really like the ones we use today, though. The symbols they used were different back then. The topography changes over the years too. It's gonna be pretty hard to find the treasure with just this to go off of. So, we're gonna be taking a shot in the dark here, huh? Even with the map. Well, let's see. Oh, it says the first clue is hidden at the feet of the twins who supposed to support one another. Twins who support one another? What would that probably mean? Well, whatever it is, unlikely to be unmade given the nature of the Sensi during that era. However, if this cipher was indeed intended for use by future generations, I doubt this is anything to response to change or decay either. So maybe we should be looking for stuff that's more hard-likely rocks or something. This force me sure ain't gonna be a stroll down easy street, huh? Why don't we just head out to the dunes for now? Onward to treasure galore! Yeah, this is as trustworthy as a freaking snake. Alright. I'll be right back. I'm going to quickly go to the restroom, get something to eat, and I'll be right back in a few minutes. Hope to see you all in a few minutes back. Until then, please be subtle and nice to each other in chat. See you in a bit.
So steep.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry for the wait, everyone. We're gonna continue. So. I'm gonna stream for another hour or so, and then we're gonna continue again in the evening, as I usually do. But first, let's do that quest in the Sensi, and then Calverd Cultural District. Is there more? Is there more quest-related stuff here? Oh, of course. No, I know why. It's because of the portal, of course. Because if I go there, I guess it will tell me that the thing will go to that thing. I assume that counts as a quest, but weird. I don't. It doesn't show a quest marker. No, it actually doesn't. Okay, interesting. Okay, we're going to the sensei and go to the midpoint just to be sure that we don't have to waste our time. Oh, more. I'm gonna, just to make sure, do the depth, do the endpoints.
COC, activate!
I thought I could use a vehicle here. I don't remember how to do that though.
Can we go yet?
Now then.
Oh, treasure!
We've no business that way.
Maybe not, but how else do we come to that specific test then? Oh wait, no, obviously it's just in the cave I was just in. That makes sense.
Ah, we can make a brief stop here.
This cutie has booty.
Oh really?
This'll be a walk in the park.
Oh, we can actually play as Lapis, but only in this section of the game. What an amazing turn of events.
How does this go again? Reach with elegance.
Oh god. No. There we go. This one looks strikingly familiar. Didn't I already open that one? This is weird. Not that it matters, it's done.
All clear. Courtesy of yours truly.
Good job, Lapis. Okay, well, that's free SP for us. That one was really easy.
Not this way.
Beep, beep. Not this way.
How do I get there then? That is so dumb. Because it looks
Not
like I
this
should
way.
be able to get there, I just don't have the option to. And
Beep beep.
but the chests though, like how do we get to the chests?
Not this way.
We've no business that way.
But we need to get through those chests somehow, right? There's 2 chests there. What is this stupidity? Also, what's this? 9 treasure chests with orbital locks opened.
That's the way it goes.
Also, the collector's edition seems to be selling decently well, turns out. The PS5 version is now sold for 300 copies. Let's see. Okay. See. Yeah, unfortunate. I don't think we can. Where? There's the thing we need. Twins who support one another. Should be them, right? Oh, I got it! 2 similar looking rocks leaning against each other. They're twins who support one another. That is how that works, yeah? So that means there's something hiding at the base of these rocks, right? Let's get digging. Yeah. After digging at the base of the rock formation, the group managed to uncover a small bottle containing a scrap of paper. Looks like another clue. I assume it's continuing following this little brain teaser. We'll eventually come upon the location of the treasure, yes? Quite the well-designed experience. What's it say? I'm getting to it, saying, kiddo. Let's see. Says the third route is in a place of rest, only accessible in the longest days. Longest days is possibly referring to summertime, but what place of rest is only open during the summer? Maybe I should think about what the summertime usually means for Tarbet. I mean, seasons where it gets even hotter than usual, of course, but apart from that, it's the rainy season, isn't it? Think of it. There's that big storm yesterday. So I guess maybe it's the rainy season? That maybe so, but the downpour like yesterday was far from usual occurrence. At any rate, it's a place of rest that only appears in the sea during the rainy season. Are we starting to get a picture? You think so, yeah?
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
There's a car. No idea where it came from, because it wasn't here before, but now it is, and now we can save our time. What a great turn of events. I'm wondering what's on the oasis either of the two would qualify as a place of rest in the desert after all. Oh, that's Rufus. In the desert after all. I don't think there's usually a water hole here, at least not that I've heard. To So things shown up during the rainy season for the past 100 years, huh? Awfully reliable little thing. We don't have any more specific hints on where to start looking for the clue, do we? Because digging around the entire watering hole would be a huge pain in the butt. Might be cheating, but I think I'm gonna rely on some tech for this one. Oh, this is like the only place that a man-made objects could be buried over there. Alright, let's get digging. You're really getting into this, huh, S? And it feels like I'm starting to rub off on you. That's just so adorable. After digging in the section of the sand near the oasis, Luke uncovered a spot containing a scrap of paper. Let's see, looks like the final clue. My treasure lies in the center of a ring woven by guiding sunlight. And sunlight? What the heck is that supposed to mean? In the past, people used to position the sun and the stars to determine direction and tell time. Perhaps that's what could be referring to. Then maybe it wants us to find something that can be used to measure the time of day, like a sundial. Oh, like those things we saw earlier? You know, those big rock pillars that stick straight up out of the sand, they'll be pretty common in the sand sea. Yeah, they're all over the place. Or they were shaped like that by the wind. Definitely wouldn't be surprised to hear about merchant caravans using them as sundials on landmarks or something. And then perhaps our next task should be to pick out a group of these pillars that stand up in a circle. Alright, gang, we're heading out to the finish line. The treasure's so close, I can practically taste it. Wait for us, my sweets. We are on our way.
Off we go.
Always wondered.
Oh, oops. Oh, no. Accidentally pressed outside of the game. That's not what I wanted.
Chauffeur. That's the way it goes.
Let's see.
Off we go.
The wheel is yours, Rufus.
A ring woven by guiding sunlight. Think we found it, folks. Ooh, I bet the treasure's right smack dab in the middle too. Alright, I'm gonna check it out first. Uh-oh. No, not yet. Watch out, it's a trap! Didn't actually think we'd find anything. It seems we're right to take this gamble. I wonder what's inside. Come on, let's open it, Nadia. Is it a trap? Sure, of course. At least that's what I'd like to say, but... We know you're there, you creeps. Why don't you come out out already? Oh, that sneaking around you were doing wasn't as subtle as you thought it was, just so you know. Digs up, might as well show yourselves. Guess we don't got much choice. On these guys. Bugbear, group of consisting of so-called Jaeger dropouts. I suppose I had heard they ended up in the Republic recently.
So, what exactly did the buggy boots do or whatever want with us, huh? That's bugbear to you, kid. Sheesh. First the fixers, now you guys. I know you're getting it wrong on purpose. Anyway, if you don't want to get hurt, you'll give us what their treasure. Give us that treasure you hear. No hard feelings, we just need the money. Awfully bold of them. Got a feeling they don't quite know who they are dealing with. Literal assassins. Bugbear heard you guys have fallen into a whole lot of debt recently. So, you came all the way to Tarbet to try and turn your luck around, is that it? Gotta say, I admire you for going to all the efforts. But it doesn't give you the right to steal our treasure. I mean, have you no dignity? Insults all you want, but whoever gets that treasure in the end is the winner, no matter the means. If you don't agree to our demands, we won't show you any mercy. I don't care what you say. We found this treasure, which means it's ours, and we are not handing it over. And if you truly take it by force, you better believe we're gonna fight fire with fire. Besides, this treasure is ours. The thief who stood up for others when nobody else would. There's no way we hand it over to the likes of you. So, quote Arkwright, afraid we can't agree to that request of yours. It just ain't up to our standards. Now, let's give these small fry the punishment they deserve. Oh, you're gonna try this? Well, I have very bad news for you in that case. Farewell.
No way.
They got obliterated. Have fun, bye. Team Nana 1, Bugbear 0! You said whoever gets the treasure in the end is the winner, right? Your loss simply proves once and for all that you just don't have what it takes to obtain such riches. Can't believe we lost, but it's not too late. We prepared something special for the occasion. And that is what exactly? Oh, freaking cars, of course. Good thinking, calling for backup. Now we're really got an advantage. Time to pay you back for making fools of us. You've got a lot of guts, I'll give them that. That and they are more stubborn than I thought they'd be. Wish they'd use it for good or something. That's an awful lot of buckaroos. I mean, we can definitely beat them. It's just, do we really have to? No, not to worry. It seems our reinforcements have arrived as well. What the? Oh, you just ran into a freaking wall. What was that? What? What's the meaning of this? A sniper? Didn't actually think they'd have a backup out here. At this rate, we won't even have an advantage in numbers. Bye. Bye, losers. Oh, I see they're discounting and discerning enough to know when to take a strategic withdrawal at least. They're running away so fast too. We don't gotta chase them, do we? I'm tired.
Not exactly. The first person I thought would come to our aid. It's about time you told us your secret, don't you think, Fatty? I see. I wouldn't have ever guessed you were Aaron's great-grandson. The knowledge of the treasure's existence has been passed down in my family for generations. As a matter of fact, after I found the map, I even had a rough idea of where it was located. However, I never had any great desire for wealth, so I simply chose to let it be. But that's when those Burgess people showed up? Indeed! As soon as they got the scent of treasure, those scoundrels were on the hunt. But I felt strongly about entrusting it to people who were actually worthy of Aaron's legacy, and nobody else. Ultimately, that's why I threw together the idea of putting these so-called fixers I heard about to the test. And we just happened to be taking Portuguese in their place. Which means we weren't the ones you intended to entrust the treasure to. Sorry. Oh no, it's nothing to worry about. After all, you've more than proved yourselves worthy of the treasure already. And knowing that I do what I do of the fixers, you all seem to be acting with the exact same integrity. Woohoo! Sounds like we've got the seal of approval then. That means we can crack this thing open now, right? Can't wait to see what's inside. The treasure of Anchor will seafood straddled the boundaries between West and Central East. I imagine it will be quite intriguing. Let me guess, it's not actually money. Huh? This is treasure, I think, but it's really all there is. Is this really all there is? A book, an old map, and a piece of jewelry. Oh, I mean, the jewelry does look expensive, so I guess that I can't complain, but how come the chest wasn't packed with riches beyond our wildest imaginations? It might not look like what we were expecting, but that map's a treasure too, Nadia. Look, the topography of the sunrise is drawn in much exquisite detail. That's comparable to the map created with the latest survey technology. It's an amazing creation for its time, don't you think? Indeed, it's likely of the maps that one of the maps that the Arons created while exploring the outskirts of the Barbed. You see, Arons was famous for not only for fighting against tyranny, but also for studying his region's geography. To ensure caravan safety. At the time, a map consisting of the combination of all this work likely would have fetched a price equal to even gold bullions. There seems to be a few locations not present on the modern maps. But I bet it must have some value of historical documents too. Historical documents, you say? This is merely an estimate. In the realms of academia, I imagine it could fetch anywhere between 50,000 and 150,000 lira. That's a quite estimate, but still. Ooh! It's a lot of money! Then what about the book? It's a bit different from the map, to be honest. You know, I think this might actually be Aaron's personal journal. Ooh, that's gotta have its historical value too, right? If you're not keeping anything else, you should at least keep this. Oh, are you sure? Are you sure you'd like to make a fortune of it? You'd like to make a fortune of it? Maybe, but even if that were true, there must have been a reason Arons buried this journal alongside the treasure. Whatever that reason is as his descendant, I think you have the right to know more than me. That said, you should keep the map too. It isn't about simple monetary value. It's about Aaron's legacy and the combination of his hard work. Indeed. And the person who strove to follow Aaron's final wishes should be the one to decide what to do with it. Frankly, deciding without his consent whether it's all to be liquidated or donated doesn't quite sit right with me.
Yeah, I guess. Sucks, but it's the right thing to do. I couldn't agree more. Here, we'll return the map to you. The memories my ancestors left behind. I never imagined I'd get to know them someday.
Got to know them someday? How can I ever thank you all? Don't worry about it. You made this request because you wanted me to entrust the treasure to someone worthy, right? We're just trying to help you fulfill that request, even though we're just bureaucrat solutions stand-ins.
Maybe we could take the price of jewelry though? Doesn't seem like we had any special connection to Aaron after all. Actually, that was probably an informal gift given to Aaron's by the Grand Prince of Alsine.
That's what it says on this piece of paper. It also mentions how it was bestowed by the royal family to the liberator of Calverd. The star and moon emblem not only has this ornament been embedded with high purity as well, but it seems to be of ancient origins as well.
If all that's true, then wouldn't that have been important to Aaron's?
Aaron's acknowledged that for all his attempts of chivalry, he was still just a thief and a turncoat. He never felt that he deserved a reward for the royal family. He didn't do things to be did for wealth. He did them for the people of Calverd. Thus, he vowed to never wear objects of value himself. He would rather they entrusted to someone more worthy if such a person appeared. At least Aaron's wrote as such on his piece of paper. Then that's all the more reason it should be kept in the family. Shouldn't you keep it? No, in fact, I think this treasure is one that should be entrusted to all of you. In doing so, I'm simply respecting Aaron's wishes. As a descendant of a thief, I've simply no right to keep it. You, those who protected the treasure from some scoundrels of the underworld, are more than worthy to claim it on as your own.
I see. Then, we'll simply have to respect your decision then. I graciously accept this gift. Pati? No, honestly, I don't know what it deserves to have it either. I think you do. After all, you were the one who suggested we respect Aaron's wishes in the first place. If you don't want it, I could always take it. Show some self-restraint, please.
Once more, I'm truly glad that I entrusted this task to you. Oh, I hope we will have the chance to meet again someday.
Sure, and you take care of yourself. May Adios protect you. Huh. Fate certainly is a mysterious creature.
You never quite know what will bring you next. Who would have thought we'd be able to fulfill a century-old thief wishes?
You know, honestly, it was kind of a letdown that the treasure was just those 3 things though. But at least this emblem thing is cute.
Well, the treasure is in its rightful place now, so I guess that's that, huh? Now, if that case done and dusted, why don't we try switching gears again?
Woohoo! 3 cheers for us! Money for our coffers.
Star and Moon Emblem. For 34 SVG caches closed.
That's the way it goes.
Let's save the game as well. I haven't actually saved at all during this stream, that's risky.
How about a shard search?
Alrighty. I'm still worried about that one thing that it mentions there. Let's see.
So sleepy.
Outball.
Let's see, I'm gonna go to the guide again.
Alright, let's move.
Kevin, Route 2.
Now then.
Okay, well, we can go do our... We can do, the, Grim Garden part of this. Isn't much, so... Alright, I think actually we don't have enough of these, do we?
Would you care to decrypt a grimoire?
Yeah, I would love to. Unfortunately, we don't have anything, so... Let's talk to everyone here for a bit. Or if there should be one scene that's changed, yeah. Not to say, you Dominions bunch of crazies. Though now that I think about it, Master Splint is strange himself. You can say that again.
This is the life.
Woo, water's great. As soothing as ever. How relaxing.
Operating at full capacity.
We need select buff style 3 times. Okay, well, might as well do that one.
Front, move out!
Alright, I'm back. A little bit there, nowhere. My sister's birthday is today, so I need to congratulate her. Alright.
Adventure calls.
And he's gonna create a Venom until we have all the things we need.
So much power. Wow. So much power. Wow. So much power.
Like buff tiles 3 times. Okay, now we only need one of these in the boss battle. That's relatively easy to do.
Be careful moving in.
Hit foes with quick arch 8 times. Oh great.
I'll give it my
Ow,
best.
ow.
Burn away. Next. Job well done, everybody. I'll give it my best.
Combat complete. Without a prime chance for shark deployment.
It's yours, Red.
My, they didn't put up much of a fight, did they?
No, they sure didn't.
Without you, Ren.
Activate devices 1. Oh, where are they
That
though?
chest looks promising. A mighty foe.
Let's begin, shall we?
Shark attack at the ready. Deploying sharks.
Bye. These things are dead.
My, they didn't put up much.
Totally had their number.
And that's all of the objectives that we need.
Burn away.
A mighty foe. Remain.
This could get tricky. Let's begin, shall we?
Shark attack. What interception we have? Boost gauge up.
Ropes in the ground.
Your boost gauge is replete.
Burn away.
Watch yourselves. There's a lot of them. A mighty foe. Be mindful of that.
Let us begin. Charge attack at the ready. Quite a reception we have.
Might as well try to get some extra markets tonight, right?
Incredible as always, Chizuna. Now, deploy shot.
We need to do 2 things here. We need to finish this and finally escalate this part of the dungeon. That's basically done. The only thing you need to do is defeat the boss again, which is easy enough.
You always changes the higher I get.
Is anybody injured?
Goodies for the taking.
My, what a crowd.
Okay.
Look out! All together now! Stagger!
Allow me!
Boost gauge.
It was due to your efforts, Agnes.
Watch yourselves. There's a lot of them.
Watch out.
That enemy looks strong.
Well, well, what a nice little chest.
Also, I think they don't get it. Yeah, I don't. Okay, no. There was no one that said anything, fortunately. I didn't miss anything. Don't for the no one talking, but you know, it's better that no one's talking when I'm not on the screen shut up than if I.
That looks like a nice chest.
Than talking when I don't have it up. That would be kind of disappointing for everyone involved. Let's see. Only here. Okay, every chest is opened.
This'll make a good warm-up.
Charge attack at the ready.
Stagger now! Strike all at once! Non-stop! Next! There!
Combat complete. Without incident, fortunately.
I wouldn't call that without incident, we did take damage. But mostly unharmed, yes.
I hope I got enough data from that.
Moving along. Off with their heads.
Sure.
I am fully restored.
Let me save again. Box this again. Oh, this one. Screw you too. Really us.
Boost gauge limit increased.
Can I just brute force my way through the box? Maybe.
Boost gauge up!
Because all of that is before they even got a turn, so there's that at least.
Let's stay on the offensive.
Prepare. Boost gauge
At
expanded.
least one of them already gone.
You're open.
That's enough!
Okay, unfortunately now someone got brainwashed.
It's working.
Oh, actually no, I just did it again. Oops.
Boost gauge expanded.
You're open. Way to fire me up. I'll cover you.
And
Nothing. Yeah. Here to support. Up to you.
bye. Dead. No one gives a shit.
We did it without a hitch.
That is true. We did indeed do that, and now it's S ranked.
Adventure calls. Treasure fit for a princess.
The only thing I care about is getting that one thing we need. Is the
All right, let's make our way through.
Dream Garden, 4th domain S ranked.
Yeah, baby.
Mine. We can win right now.
What a reception we have.
Ready to help.
Boost gauge.
Oh, treasure! It should be safe for now.
Great going, Anyas.
A mighty foe. Be mindful about this.
Mine, what a crowd.
I'll give it my best.
At the ready.
Now, deploy shards.
The advantage is ours.
Prepare.
Season up.
Knowledge. Have some extra.
It's yours, Ren.
Assemble. Noir Reaper. Step 2, Anyas.
Go at it full force.
Activating skill.
Caught out.
Oh, that was easy. Okay, but that's not what we came here for, though.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
Memento Ops is what we came
I'll give it
for.
my best.
Charge attack at the ready.
I'll end it with this. The advantage is ours.
Prepare.
Season up. No time
Oh, we
for
already
standing
did
around.
everything? Wow.
So impressive.
I do at least want to get as much things as we can for...
Your boost gauge is...
A mighty foe. Be mindful about this. Okay, let's go.
What a crowd.
Okay, there's a few more to the left.
Charge attack at the ready.
Stagger. The advantage is ours.
At your service.
Boost gauge
I
up.
guess I got a bit sloppy.
Oh wow, death. So that
Boost gauge.
No time for standing around.
I'm never in doubt
Oh,
with you, Rini.
treasure!
her thing was so powerful that it killed
Watch
herself.
out.
That
That
was
enemy
not good. Okay, the thing that's every chest you can find,
Strong.
yep, and then we can do the
There's a
lead because
ton
I
of them.
don't particularly care
Should I
about
knock
doing the
them
same
up?
boss again, especially not when there's no reason to do so.
Press onward.
What to do? All ours! Treasure fit for a princess.
Yep, bye! Now we do 30 of these.
Welcome beginning decryption. How pretty! Feast your eyes on a trove of treasure.
Illumination dark. Let's send them. Let's heal first, and then when that's done, we are gonna go watch that scene.
Now this is the life.
This feels great.
It's so warm. How relaxing. I feel reinvigorated.
Let me save the game again. Ancient statue. Retrieval mission. It is year 1199 of the Septium calendar. The Girls Ritter, a clandestine organization within the Septian Church Congregation for the Sacraments, has been given a rather unusual mission. 12 of their number with special powers, the Dominions, were given command of nearly 1,000 knights to retrieve a certain ancient artifact. But although the troops were provided for use by all the Dominions... My mic is working? Is it this? Okay. whether to try with all the dominions to shoot any knight of the square and set out their own. The two in question were the 2nd Dominion and the 5th Dominion. One, a man in his mid-20s who was recently appointed vice commander of the other commander. The other, a young man of 18 who had been in his role just over a year.
My word, isn't it simply exquisite? It would appear to be from the age of animism, well before even the Great Collapse. And the fact that no diagnostic device can even begin to analyze it. Oh my, it's just so fascinating. I'm practically giddy.
There he goes again. Once he gets started, nothing can shut this guy up. Anyways, seems like this one's different from the statue over in Nord, yeah? That one was a lot bigger, but it didn't seem like it had anything inside.
Very true. Even when we scanned it, it didn't appear to have anything to hide. However, I actually found the fact that there was nothing there to be rather suspicious in and of itself. Incidentally, there's another statue about the same size on an uninhabited island off the coast of Ordis.
Yeah, I've heard about that one. Never seen it for myself, though. Either way, I guess that means there's definitely some difference between this one and the two of those. Given that this one's impossible to analyze, well, it's just like an artifact in that regard.
Indeed. However, despite that, it still doesn't neatly fit the definition of an artifact. This Titan may have completed its objective, or perhaps was unable to complete it and then simply fell dormant. It really makes the heart stir to imagine all the exciting possibilities, doesn't it?
Well, looking at the thing, it does seem like it might have been quite the sight back in its prime. I definitely would have killed for a toy like this when I was a kid. Seriously, though, what the heck is this thing? The villagers nearby seem to revere it, though. How'd you get them to agree to let us take it?
Easily enough. The local vicar helped me convince everyone that we'll be taking very good care of it. I was glad to find him a very reasonable man. Pointless interchurch disagreements are, unfortunately, all too common in our line of work.
You could say that again. I've lost count on how many times I've wished the Congregation for Divine Worship would just let us do our jobs already. But all that aside, they made the right call to have us take care of it once things started to get suspicious here. It also lowers the risk of these cult freaks getting their grubby hands on it, since apparently they don't know when to quit.
So, it's the heretic hunter and the partitioner.
You took our brethren from us, and we're going to avenge them right here, right now.
And then the statue will be ours. Maybe it'll even grant us the power to bring down the goddess.
Getting a bit ahead of yourself there, don't you think, pal?
I'd certainly say so. Well then, how about we take care of our secondary mission while we have the opportunity? Completing last year's eradication operation by eliminating the remnants of the DG cult.
Don't gotta tell me twice.
Better not underestimate us. Bow down before true wisdom.
An ancient statue retrieval mission end. With a 6 moment orbs view.
That's the way it goes.
And that's everything in the Grim Garden done. Waterway depths. Alright, that is
Let's head
what we still needed to do. Might as well do that now. Did we find every quest here? We did find every chest, okay. And here's the thing. A fearsome foe is crawling around. Exterminate it!
Looks like a tough customer. Go get it, everyone!
Activating skill. Boost gauge limit removed.
Allow me!
Boom.
Boost gauge limit removed! Boost gauge augmented! Hello?
I'm just gonna I can just brute force my way through. That's cool. Bye!
The boost gauge limit has been raised!
You messed up. You messed up.
That is painful. This is painful.
Just in time.
Does anyone have...
Thanks a million!
Some recovery is in order.
Now I'm mad!
Yeah, as you should be. This is crazy.
Go, Kevin!
Oh. Okay, he died, but he still did this thing, so...
If it's a fight you want, I know. Did I go?
And bye-bye. Oh, not? Oh. Oof.
I won't show any mercy.
Oh, you win, you survive with like 1 HP. That's very convenient. Okay.
You got this in the bag!
Thanks, Aid.
Time to shine!
Here to help.
I mean, was this the smartest move I could have made? Maybe not, but it did save us multiple times at least, because I'm not sure at all if I didn't brute force everyone's S-break on the game,
I won't show any mercy.
we would have survived that, but now you will
Enemy
die.
down.
I follow.
You got it, Cat.
Goodbye.
Racking up those macho points, am I right?
Still a ways to go.
I just keep
Oh, you were also
growing
under
and
level, I
growing.
think. Yeah, that
I'm a
doesn't
long
help
ways
things.
behind Falcom.
Check that one off the list.
Money for our coffers.
$100 hit chain. Oh,
Yeah, baby.
yeah, that makes sense. We're going to the entertainment district, and then I will leave the
Away
stream
we
there.
go!
And we'll do that part of the game next stream, when we will, well, where we will talk to everyone here, do the side quests that are here, and the next stream, the stream after that, we will probably do the main story stuff. But that will be on Saturday, I think. But hey, maybe I can do all of it this evening. Who knows? It's one of nature's mysteries. Regardless, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I sure did. And keep in mind, the pre-orders for this Trails in the Sky 2nd Chapter Collector's Edition are still up. They are going pretty well, it seems like, because I now see the sales numbers for the PS5 version. It has over 300 sales at this point. No idea what the minimum was that they needed, but they are at least getting more sales, so that's good. It's very expensive, so keep that in mind. It's really expensive, and you also have to pay shipping and import fees on top of that, so keep that in mind if you want to pre-order it. I at least did, so I hope it arrives on time. Yeah. Once again, thank you all for watching, for everyone who was here and everyone who was in chat. I hope to see you all next time when I stream Trails Beyond the Horizon again this evening at 7 PM Central European Standard Time. Until then, see you all later this evening. Toodles!